Hi everyone, let's take a look at page 60, question number 8. Determine constants a and b such that f of x is continuous for all values of x. So again, by inspection, you can tell this function f of x is a piecewise function. And for this to be continuous, the number that we're thinking about, and again, I'm just drawing a number line, is going to be 5. So there are three conditions when it comes to continuity. And the first condition is going to be f, in this case, f of 5 must be defined. The second condition is that there's a limit. So we think about the limit of this function f of x as x is approaching to 5. This must exist. And again, inside condition number 2, you can think about the left limit, you can think about the right limit being the same. And of course, the most important part is the third condition, which connects the first two conditions. So f of 5 equals to the limit of the function as x is approaching to 5, which basically equals to some number L. Now, let's apply that concept. So, step number 1, write down f of 5 equals to the limit as x is approaching to. Now, here's the part that you want to think about. Do I think about the left limit? Do I think about the right limit? What is the best sequence? So we're going to actually write this down twice. So I'm going to go back and delete some of this for you, so I can make space for the second column. And once I divide this, just like that, I'm still thinking about f of 5. Now here's the major difference. When I think about the limit of f of x, do I think about the left limit first? Do I think about the right limit first? What is the right approach? So really think about this. In the first piece of the piecewise function, there's ax plus 3. So I can solve for a first. Why? Because in the third piece, there's a and b in it. So I'm going to solve that second. So again, my goal is to solve ax plus 3 first, which means I'm looking at x greater than 5. That means I'm looking at the right limit. So again, let's write this down. X approaching to 5 from the positive side. And on the second column, which I'll use a different color for you, this means I'm looking at the left limit. So again, order matters, and you can see the difference in a second. So f of 5 just means what happens when x is 5. So you go back, when x is 5, the corresponding y value is going to be 8. So f of 5 is going to be 8. If you think about the right-hand side, since you're taking the right limit, what you're really thinking about is the first piece of the piecewise function. So ax plus 3. Again, 8 equals to the limit of ax plus 3 as x is approaching to 5. The first step in limits is you plug in 5. So a times 5 plus 3. This means 8 equals to 5a plus 3. If you bring 3 to the other side, 8 minus 3 is going to be 5, which equals to 5 times a. The opposite of multiplying by 5 is to divide by 5. So a is going to be 1. Now, I go back to the second column. Again, f of 5 equals to the left limit. And in this case, f of 5 is going to be 8. If I look at the left limit, I think about the limit as x is approaching to 5 on the negative side, in brackets, x squared plus bx plus a. Now again, I plug in 5 first. So 5 squared plus b times 5 plus a. But you found a. So again, in another color, a is supposed to be 1. So we're going to plug it in, which means 8 equals to 25 plus 5 times b plus 1. And we can solve for b now. Again, let's go slow and methodical. No one's left behind. 25 plus 1 is going to be 26. The opposite of adding 26 is to subtract 26. 8 minus 26, that's going to be negative 18. The opposite of multiplying by 5 is to divide by 5. So b equals to negative 18 divided by 5. I hope this makes sense.